Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. I am here with a dream, y'all. So in this dream, I am picturing myself applying for a job. Now, the interesting thing about this is in this dream, it's like they are requiring me to prove myself, like to prove that I am worthy of the job, y'all. And this is a job at a grocery store. This is not a job at a business office somewhere, baby. And they explained to me that they only look for new employees if something happens to a past employee. So, because of this, it's not the executives that are choosing their new who gets this new position, it is the other employees. And while I'm there applying for the job, the employees are basically in mourning of the person who lost their job. Hmm. Now, the interesting thing about this grocery store is it's like a grocery store, but everything is kind of centered around the elderly. So it's kind of like a nursing home slash grocery store. And I end up eating. So I guess I was on my lunch break and I'm eating by myself. Like, I noticed how they kind of excluded me. They were very close to each other, but they treated me as if like I was just bothering them. Okay. Then I decide that I'm gonna make myself a dress. And while I'm making this dress, they are all acting as if they are so busy that they can't help me in making this dress. But in reality, they weren't that busy. However, I eventually get help to make my dress. And after I make my dress, I leave. I was like, I can't do this. So that's the dream. Whew. Okay. The scripture comes from Proverbs 31 and 10. Okay. A wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. And y'all know, I literally just received this scripture yesterday. So here's the message for whoever this is for. Um, I just feel like you are in a position to where you are being treated as an outcast. It's like I feel like this is for someone that you have been sold the dream of, oh, women don't have to get married. We can just carry on with our friendships and we can just be close knit and we can do this and we can do that. But you are realizing that when it comes to you having friends, you are treated as an outcast, regardless if you are a natural introvert or if you just, I just feel like you are in a position where whenever you are trying to make friends, they reject you. Whenever you are trying to get along with people, you are not getting along with them. And while these same people, I feel like regardless if it's the same people or if it's other people that are convincing you, they're coming to you telling you, oh, you don't need a husband, you don't have to live your life that way. You don't have to have the Cinderella story. Like, it's not necessary for you to get married and to have children. It's not necessary for you to be the wife type of girl. But at the same time, it's kind of like, how do I say, it's like you're giving two different opportunities. You can either get married and you can have children, or get married and just live your life with your husband and have your best friend, your road dog for life. Or you can be single and have friendships with women and y'all can travel together and y'all can go out to eat and y'all can do all these wonderful things. And I just feel like regardless if the nursing home is like a position of you clinging to your parents, maybe, or it could be like you trying to fit in with older, like an older generation. Maybe you're getting this information from an older generation or something like that. I don't know what that, I think that might be what that represents. But long story short, it really don't matter. What it really come down to is you are not receiving the results that you were promised. And for some of you, you are being rejected by the very same people that told you this is the way you should live your life. Regardless if you were taught this, because in the dream, once again, they were teaching me. And it was a situation as if they were in mourning of something. So I just feel like regardless if this is a situation where someone was in mourning, maybe they were in mourning of being like single and not having to be a parent, or maybe this is someone that was in mourning because they literally lost someone. Maybe they lost a friend, or they lost something like that, or maybe they're in mourning, yeah, they lost a friend. Regardless if this person actually passed away, or if this is a situation where they fell out with a friend and they have a void there, or it could even be a situation where that friend is no longer at like close to them. There's a void there. And they are basically, it's like this person has basically told you, well, you know, you could feel the void, but at the same time, they are treating you funny. Like they don't treat you like they actually want to be your friend. They're not treating you like they genuinely want to build a relationship with you. They are not treating you as if you are someone that they actually intend to build a relationship. This is somebody that is like, they're treating you very cold. They're treating you in a very evil manner. And I just feel like this is manipulation that somebody is trying to put up on you. They are basically telling you, oh no, you could just live this way and everything will be fine and you'll be happy and dot 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 dot. While simultaneously you are not. Like I just feel like, but this is for somebody, you are not happy. You are not happy, and it's okay. While everybody is not meant to get married, everybody is not meant to stay single. And just because you are seeing other people that are doing it and they are able to do it, and you may have this yearning and also a feeling of heartache as to why they are able to um they're able to make friends and they're able to have friends that like them and they this that and the third. But I just feel like for whoever this is for, it doesn't matter what you have going on, people still feel some kind of like, I just feel like you feel like it does not matter what it is, what the situation is, what you have going on in your life, you always have this problem. I feel you. I feel like it don't matter if you are in a position where you have nothing, there are still people that like you try to make friends and they just don't like you for no reason. You don't even know why. They just don't, they it's like I just feel like you feel like you have some kind of natural repellent going on where they run the other way. You could be in a situation like I just feel like it doesn't matter what's your life have, even if you have everything and you have everything together, you still have people like, I just feel like this is a hate that has followed you. And it doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have, that hate has always followed you, regardless if it is a jealousy thing or if it is a situation like I don't know. I just feel like you feel like your personality just literally does not mix and mesh with anybody, okay? And you don't understand it. And you are finding yourself in a position to where you are very lonely, trying to live your life in the way that these women have been telling you that you should. You are not happy. You're not happy. You don't want to live your life that way. You don't want to be single forever. You don't want to feel like an outcast. You don't want to always be by yourself. And I feel like even in situations like at the end of the dream when I was trying to make the dress, this might even be like the last call for alcohol, this last chance that you try to give them an opportunity to show you the sisterhood that they were talking about. They big up on the sisterhood, and they big up on, yeah, we gonna be friends, and they big up on, we gonna do this, that, and the third. But every time that you try to hang out with them, it is a whole different story. They sitting around throwing slugs at you all day. They got all kind of shade, and they got jokes for days, and you are the butt of the jokes. And in reality, this is something you cannot ignore when somebody is blatantly being mean, nasty, and just downright disrespectful towards you. Why would you want to be their friend? And I just feel like it's a situation like that. It's like simultaneously, even though they keep on hollering, they want to be friends with you, and y'all gonna be best buds, and y'all gonna do this, and y'all gonna do that. They also are showing you they don't want to be your friend. Because if they wanted to be your friend, they wouldn't be mean to you. They wouldn't be trying to throw shade at you, and they wouldn't be trying to talk about you behind your back. Let's be real. This is somebody that don't even want you to eat at the table with them. Because guess what? In this dream, I was eating by myself. So this is somebody that they don't want you to be around. They don't care about you being close to them. They are not concerned with any of this. It's just like, and I just feel like the realest thing, when it really come down to it, God is saying that he has something else for you. God has more for you. At the end of the dream, while I was making the dress and I finished the dress and I was like, yes, I'm out of here, baby. This is somebody that's going to have a Cinderella story. Because just like in a movie, in Cinderella, in the story, she was surrounded by women that were basically telling her that that's what her life was meant to be. She was meant to serve them, and she was meant to be there doing this, that, and the third. But in reality, no, it wasn't. And like, why would she even want to? Even if you think about it, they had such a big benefit of her being around. But they treated her so bad that you would think they didn't want her around. You would think they would be happy when the prince came and took her. No, but they were still unhappy. So in reality, God is saying, do what you want to do. Don't worry about what people are telling you should do, because like, I literally explained this yesterday. There are some people, when they don't like you and they have envy in their hearts towards you, they have hate in their hearts towards you, there is nothing that you can do to make them like you. Period. It is nothing that you can say that is going to change their mind. They don't like you. Yesterday they didn't like you. Tomorrow they not going to like you. And forever. It's nothing that you can do for it. They always going to have some shade. They always going to have something mean and nasty to say. They always going to find themselves having to talk to somebody about business that does not belong to them and don't have nothing to do with them. They always going to find themselves trying to talk down about you. They have no intentions at all in any shape, form, or fashion to help you move forward. And they don't care. So I just feel like for whoever this is for, God is saying that he is basically allowing you to see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this is a situation where you looking and you like, nah, this ain't no sisterhood. Y'all really don't like me like that. Y'all not really rocking with me like that. And you see it. Like, it's not something that's hard to see. Baby, the enemy is fighting me on this. But I pray it sets somebody free. This is something where it's like, and he's fighting my throat, fighting my vocal cords. But I just feel like this is somebody, like, why? Why would you sit there and pretend to be friends with somebody that is obviously doing everything in their power to show you they don't like you? They doing everything. They going all out to let you know they don't like you. They don't like you. And as me personally, I have experienced this to such an extent that I don't care to be around. No, I don't care to have friends. I don't care to put forth the effort to try to have a little clique or a little group. I don't have time for that. Because I don't have time for nobody trying to come around me and pick at me and pick me apart and try to tell me things that they think is wrong with me, as if I don't know myself better than they know me. It don't matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like for whoever you are seeing, obviously, like, yeah, they may be able to have a sisterhood. They may be close. They go shopping together, and they go and they look at the things, and they, ooh, what did you get? Ooh, I got this. And I was like they go and do that. They go and they go to the stores, and they pick out outfits, and they share with each other what they got and how it looks and all that. But they don't do that with you. They treat you different. They'll go out to eat together, and they'll go hang out here. They'll go hang out there. But guess who's getting put out? Guess who's not included? Guess who's not allowed to come? Guess what? You are being treated like Cinderella. Let's be real. I just feel like this is somebody, you are being treated like you the stepchild. Like, and in reality, you don't have to live that way. God is saying you do not, like, if you feel as though this destiny is not the destiny for you, change it. And you don't need any help to do so. Just like at the end of the dream, I was sewing up the dress by myself. I created the dress on my own accord. I didn't need nobody help to get it together. And once I was finished, I was finished. So I just felt like for whoever this is for, it's not, don't stress yourself out about it. Don't cry over spilt milk. It is what it is. You cannot make everybody like you. And in reality, like I said at the beginning, everybody is not intended to be single. Everybody as like going against the grain, I know, because it's a lot of people that's screaming about they don't want no more married life and no more this and no more that. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they want to do, that's their business. Because as Paul said, it's okay. It's nothing wrong with us being able to be single and just completely, wholeheartedly focus on God. But is the focus on God? For whoever this is, it's like what you were taught is that you should have a sisterhood, and you should be in some kind of group, or you should be around this friend, or you should have that friend. And I just feel like you are very lonely when it comes down to it. It's not just a situation where it's not just about, like, I feel like you may have a beautiful relationship with God. You may have grown to come to a close connection with God, but you feel lonely because you are alone and you don't have anybody to talk to. And I just feel like this is somebody, you have a lot to say, but you don't have anybody to tell it to. You have a lot to talk about, but you don't have anybody that will listen. And in reality, you yearn for companionship. And you were sold this dream that you would be able to receive companionship through relationships with other women, or if this is a man, through relationships with other men. But you are starting to figure out that that's not what it's cracked up to be. You starting to figure out that's not really, like, that's what you heard, that's what you were told, but it's not what you really want. And with that being said, God is saying it's okay. It's okay. Every lifestyle is not for everybody. And that's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. And for some of you, don't get mad at Father God, but he has put it upon these people's hearts to be cold towards you, because he does not want you living that way. I just feel like in the long run, God is seeing this as a lonely path for you. And there are some people, like I said, you know what I'm saying? This is not to get on anybody that has decided they want to be single. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But this is for someone, you were trying to decide to go down that path, but you are seeing that you are not happy going down that path. And even if you have not yet seen that you're not happy going down that path, God sees that you are not happy going down that path. You are feeling lonely. You are bored. You are feeling as though you want something to do. You want somebody to talk to. And the people that you thought would be there for you are not being there for you. When you seek to find people that you could hang out with, you seek to find people to make friends with, you seek to find this, that, and the third, it just does not work out. And it has not worked out so many times that you are not even trying anymore. God said, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is somebody, you are the Proverbs 31:10 woman. It's not a situation where you are just supposed to be single and miserable and sad and lonely for the rest of your life. And for some of you, people that are telling you this, that's what they want for you, okay? Confirmation. That's what they want. They like, why else would somebody literally tell you that it's okay, you can be single and you can hang out with me and we gonna be best friends and die. But every time you go around them, they talking down on you. Every time you around them, they throwing shade. Every time you around them, they trying to find some kind of way to make you feel as though you inferior. They clearly don't like you. Obviously they don't like you, and that's okay too. You ain't got to hang out with them. You don't have to be around them. It's not a situation where it's a requirement. Okay, this is not a requirement of you. Even if they think it's a requirement in their heads, it's not a requirement. God says he is not requiring you to be friends with a specific person. God is not requiring you to live a certain lifestyle. And God for sure is not requiring you to be miserable for the rest of your life. Do what makes you happy. And it doesn't matter who's happy about it and how they feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's the message. And I'm also add, this is not intended, like, if you were in a bad relationship and maybe you are like mourning a bad relationship, that could be what you're mourning. You could be mourning a bad relationship, you could be mourning a divorce, you could be mourning um whatever. It is not intended for you to go back and be with somebody that was not treating you correctly. It is not intended for you to go back and be with somebody that you're not equally yoked with. But God is saying that if that is what you yearn, you should receive what you yearn. And that's the message. 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 I feel like if this is for you, for whoever this is for, I do recommend you watch the video I posted yesterday about enjoying being single now while you can. Because it just sounds so kind of familiar. You know what I'm saying? If you have a friend that is acting this way, 9 out of 10 they're gonna be the other way. They're gonna have all the hate and animosity towards you actually finding somebody, because this is somebody that is lying to you and trying to sell you a dream, talking about you can be a part of a sisterhood and you can be a part of the clique and you can do this. And their only intention is to bully you, harass you, and make you miserable. That's what they want to do. That's it. And it's like, this is somebody that they feel like them doing it by themselves, whatever they've been doing so far, trying to count you out when it's time to go out to eat and leaving you out when it's shopping time, and they don't want to invite you here, they don't want to invite you there, and they are throwing shade when you do come, and they want to look at you sideways and try to make you feel that it's not working. So now they want to try to circle you. And anyways, I just feel like even if it's a situation where you already know it's not gonna work and you already know you still not gonna feel no kind of way, you done already been surrounded before and you already know you can take on 3, 4, 5 people by yourself one deep. Let me tell you, why even go through the trouble? God said don't even concern yourself. Okay, carry on with your life. You could literally live a happy life without being surrounded by a bunch of people. And this is for somebody. God has somebody for you, period, specifically. And that's the message. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.